Live. We live everywhere right now. All right, all right. Let me straighten this out real quick. What's good, my dude? First and foremost, shout out to everybody that's on. I'm Spell Brooklyn,
I'm Nate.
and we're here with another Dungeon Talk. We had a little technical difficulties, but we make do on what is going on, man. First of all, it's a hot one in New York.
Yeah, it was burning for the last 3 days, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I ain't never felt heat like that, bro.
You know what's crazy? When I was in Florida, this last week that passed, it was like that the whole time.
Hot like that?
Yeah, hot like that the whole time.
This is nasty heat, bro. I don't even like heat like that.
Whole time, bro. Whole entire time it was like that. I was still figuring it out, like, yo, why is it like this? But then I came to New York and got banged again. Got banged again in New York. It was 4th of July yesterday, and it was a lot of chaos.
Yeah, like
Not even just in New York, though.
all over.
All
But
over.
it never fails, though. You know, every time they throw the fireworks and stuff like that, people act stupid, man. They take advantage of just do dumb shit, man. And it's not cool, man. It's not cool at all, because at the end of the day, the wrong people end up getting hurt.
It's like, why can't we just celebrate without incident?
Listen, people don't know how to act anymore, man. You know, it's sad that the kids can't even enjoy their lives no more, bro. Little kids. Because little kids, and I don't know if people heard, but in Coney Island end up getting shot.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and those are little kids, man. And, you know, all they want to do is enjoy life, man. They don't know nothing. At the age 5, 6.
Yeah, it was 8 people. 8 people.
8 people got shot.
8 people shot, man. Now, so I woke up this morning. I was up till like 5 in the morning, but I woke up this morning to that news. Do you know the story behind it, or is there a story behind it?
I don't know the story behind it or anything, but I know that they said that they say that it was. I don't know. I don't believe the news neither, because they get half stories too, bro. So I just think that it's real crazy what kids go through, bro. You know, at this time, you know, I just think a lot of parents and people that are adults should, like, stand up, man. It's starting to get nasty out here, man, with the kids, man. And I know it ain't no grown person shooting up a place, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And if a grown person shooting up a place, he lost his mind, bro.
And it's like, you know, like, in the midst of, like, the kids, like, drama, like, we can't evade drama. Drama's gonna happen, but the degree of how, like, this era goes to participate in it, it's like, yo, nothing matters, bro.
They don't care,
Like,
bro.
nothing matters, kid. Who's there? Like, they take this whole concept of on-site. Big Boy was good. They take this concept of, like, on-site. Like, to a whole new degree, man. And a lot of people in between. I can imagine that no one intended got hit. It was just people who was just enjoying themselves.
It's just sad that people really have to go through that, bro. Especially, like I say, it's the kids, man. It's the kids, bro. And, you know, for a day to July 4th, you know, them fireworks played like a big part too, man. And you don't know if it's fireworks or gunshots. You know?
Yeah.
And people take advantage of that, man. And it's sad. It's sad. You go places, try to enjoy yourself, take your family, and things like that happen. And now whoever shot probably didn't know how to shoot at all. They were just letting the gun loose, and it's sad because
and I can almost, it ain't about nothing.
Even if it is, why would you do that? Why would you do that in the crowd, bro? Yeah, and you ain't got you in the crowd. Like, you can't have that much beef in the world to do stuff like that, bro. And the worst part is, if whoever it is, he might be young and they let him go home. They let him go home like nothing ever happened. The system they don't help neither.
Nah, the system.
They don't help neither.
If we relying solely on the system, we in trouble. Like you said earlier, there's a balance between like what outside and what inside has to do. And inside just being like us as people, we gotta, not, I don't want to say police, but we gotta grow and nurture and reprimand our own. Like we gotta do more of it.
We have to.
We have
bro.
to.
We have
do
to.
more.
Like the parents gotta stop. Like people gotta start really realizing like you only live that one time, bro, and you taking like young kids' lives and hurting them, bro. They little kids. Little kids, bro. They don't even probably like nothing, bro. Like they little kids, bro. What they gotta do with whatever you got going on. If you really tough, why don't you go chase the dudes one-on-one or see them somewhere and do whatever you gotta do? You shooting up crowds, like, come on, man. It's not cool, bro.
Yeah, nobody knuckle down no more.
Nah, they don't do that.
Nobody knuckle down.
They don't do that, bro. And it's sad that the kids gotta go through that, bro.
Big Boy on TikTok said, back in the days, if you had beef, you stayed inside on 4th of July and New Year's. You just stayed inside. It's like now people got beef, they just go to it.
Yeah, but go to do what? To do what? Hurt other people.
To act a fool.
Yeah,
bro.
but you won't do that. This is the problem. You tough with the gun. You very tough. You very tough with that gun. What you gonna do when you behind the walls? Cause that's where you going. Or you might be finished. Yeah. You might be finished. Somebody might take you out of your misery for being stupid.
Yep.
For hurting somebody's kid. For hurting somebody's kid.
Straight up, for hurting somebody.
You know, these kids don't think. Whoever it is ain't thinking, bro. They not thinking and they don't care. Cause you have no care in the world if you could shoot up a barbecue knowing that there's kids running around, bro.
Yeah.
Cause there's kids all over, bro.
That's sad. Shout out to everybody that's jumping on. If you're just jumping on right now, this is Dungeon Talk, where we bring living room conversations and we just invite you to chime in. And we just was talking about right now. We were just talking about the 4th of July incident that happened in Brooklyn, and there was some in Texas. There was some all over California. There was a lot of incidents on 4th of July, but we were just discussing the one in New York with 8 people shot, and kids being involved in the shooting. And it's like, what's going on, Zay Money? What's going on, DJ BJ Clark, Golden, L Cam? I see you, D, Tony Bosco. What's good? Shout out to everybody that's on right now. Big Boy, I see you on TikTok. So we were just discussing that, man, and it's like the turn of events of like what we as a people got to do to, I don't want to say target it, but to make change in that. And it starts with us. There's many different outlets and stuff that we could do, but it starts with us. It starts with us as a people. Like, we gotta have these conversations and talk to these youngins.
You know, at the end of the day, you can't even have a conversation with them because they don't listen as it is. You know, they think they grown. They think they could do whatever they want. And it's sad that when you do speak to them, you're trying to save their life, bro. You actually trying to save these kids' lives, and they don't know nothing. Like, these kids are different, bro.
Yeah.
It's a different life, bro.
And it does take a lot at times to reach them. It does take a lot at times to reach them, but it's like we got to chip away at it. And then when you grab one, you work on that one, because that one could fuel the next one and so forth. But it ain't easy.
It's not easy.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy. I'm not going to sit here and say, start holding the parents accountable. You know, it's true, but it's like, even when we use that line, holding the parents accountable, it doesn't change what's happening.
You know, at the end of the day, my G, the parents is a big role in these kids' life, and a lot of these kids don't have parents. They have friends.
Yeah.
They their friends. And you don't accomplish nothing by being your kid's friend, Show him life. Like, let him understand that you're not my friend, and the things that you're doing are bad. Like, they don't understand. Like, you can take somebody's life, bro.
Yeah.
And your life is done.
It's true.
Your life is done. These kids, you guide your kids. You could live in the ghetto, bro. You can be successful, bro. There's a lot of things that I didn't have as a child. He didn't have as a child. That you guys have. And you're not even putting it to make yourself better for yourself. Your parents give you things to better yourself and to do for yourself. And the things that they doing is not a way to live. Going outside. You can't even go outside and enjoy your time outside. Because you got beef around the corner.
Yeah.
Your ops is across the street. Never, come on.
Yeah.
Now, for kids to get shot, a 5,
Yeah, that's.
I got friends that have little kids, bro, and they young and they actually love their kids more than anything, bro. And you outside enjoying your time, and somebody come
and take that
and
away.
just take it away, bro.
Take it away.
How do you even explain that?
Take it away.
You can't explain that, bro.
Zay Money says, some of us, I come to realize, is what we see and listen to, and the change in the narrative to make a better way. And and a lot of times, especially with our youth, it's what's fed to them. They're competing against, yes, parenting is the first line of defense. How we groom and teach our kids, but then we got the school culture, we got the social media culture, we got the block culture, we got a whole bunch of different things that are help nurturing our kids. And if we not in tune to all those aspects of the things that's fueling and feeding our youth, we're gonna lose the battle. I don't care how great of a parent a person is, especially if the kid is already messing up and finding his way to at risk. We're competing with so many. When we was growing up, it was, the streets, maybe school has some influence. Boom. Now they could sit in their house right now and go through the internet and get fed so much negativity in their home. In the comfort of their sofa, they could be getting fueled negativity. And this is what we're competing against, that silent monster in these devices, bro.
I don't know much of you. I just think these kids are bugging. They're bugging, bro. I sit and look at TV and going outside and just see these kids bro, your next step is that casket or the correctional, bro.
Yeah.
And you young.
You're young.
You don't even realize what you putting yourself into, man.
They don't. And the reason why I'm they don't. Even take me. You know what I'm saying? And I always try to reflect back. I look at my daughter. My daughter's 14 right now. And when I was 15, I was already sentenced to life. And I look at her damn, she was so young. And I grew up with both of my parents in my household. I didn't grow up as hard as a lot of people may have grew up. But the influences around me and the things that were put in front of me, I fell to those pitfalls.
But you see what you just said, my G? At 15, you were serving life. Yes. At 15, bro. 15. Do they understand what the L means, life?
No.
They don't. They don't even know what that means. That L, they don't even understand what it means.
No, they don't.
And you had to go through a time in your life. Look, you grew up with both of your parents, and I don't think anybody influenced you to do anything that you didn't want to do.
I mean, I got influenced.
But to do the things that you wanted to do or you didn't want to do. At our times, but we did different things. And even if you got influenced, you always knew that it was consequences to your influence. These kids don't have the consequences, but
no, they did.
They get out.
And I didn't. I could say I didn't. The consequences for me at that age wasn't real. I didn't think about consequences. It was only about that action. I didn't think about the things I was doing with the people I was doing was gonna lead me into prison. I didn't. That wasn't even a thought in my head, because if you're under, they say about the age of 23, when the white brain matter starts developing, you still can't even comprehend conclusions of pitfalls or outcomes properly at that age. So, even hearing like with these kids now and I didn't even have as much influences as them. You know what I'm saying? Like how easy it is. Like to think about like drill music, um, like slap pranks, shootings on Instagram, how desensitized, like they get fed so much, it ain't a big deal.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there's a consequence to be fed off of the nonsense, because that's nonsense.
But they don't know.
They know.
Nah,
I promise you, they know, my G. They just want to be down. They want to get views. They want to do all this. They think all this is like something ill. This is not. This is real life. This is real life.
Yes.
So when you do whatever you do, I hope you know there's consequences of doing what you're doing. There's people that's not playing. They're not playing. When they come to people's kids, there's a lot of people that don't play. And these kids think it's a game. It's a game when you do it and you get away with it. But when you get caught, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? You think you're going to survive in a cell? That's not going to help you neither, man.
It's not. It's not.
These kids don't realize you have choice. You have choices, bro.
Everything normal. Big Boy said. Shout out to D. D said, my kids listen to everything, but we as parents teach and discipline them, not social media. They watch and listen to all the bad. And yeah, and parents most definitely, like I said, teach the discipline and are the first lines of defense. They are the first line of defense. Even if the parents have the tools. Now, some of our parents are coming out of the crack era. They're coming out of eras that affected their mental growth or their capacity, and then they have kids. They might not even be equipped with the tools to properly teach their kids. So they need development, and this is where the community comes in. This is where we as a people come in, because just because the word parent don't mean you prepared or
but anybody could be a parent. Anybody could be a parent. It's how you teach. Remember, when we was little, you go on the street, you get whipped by everybody, not just one person.
Yeah, community.
The community actually looked out for you. Now, these kids is hurting their own community because now you can't hang in your own community.
Yeah.
It's things that you do and they see. It's no way that a phone is going to influence you to go shoot up a whole barbecue, bro.
No, not.
And I'm not saying it in a bad way, Spud. Yeah. I'm just saying, whatever you looking at,
shouldn't
be something to trigger you.
But they do desensitize us to thinking things are normal or don't affect us. I watch kids watch videos of shootings. People post actual shootings online. I watch kids watch it, and you know what they do? Yo, son got popped in his head. That ain't normal.
It's not normal.
But the consistency of being desensitized to it, pounding it in us, it becomes a normal thing where the shot in the head, a kid could actually giggle like, yo, you saw his body shake? Because they getting desensitized because how much is getting put in front of them. The moral compass has been shifted because we're competing against all these outlets that funnel it, and they funneling it since young. They're seeing this from young. I don't care if you put a child security on your kid's phone for your internet and whatever. Those things sneak through. They sneak through, and this is what we competing against, bro.
My G, you got kids. I got kids,
yes. And
I make them understand that there's things I could just explain to you, and try to guide you. My G, your decision that you make could be your last decision. So there's things that you probably put yourself into that we can't help you. We can't really help you. And this is what we don't want. This is why we give you things and make you understand that going to school and doing the things. You could have a program, but there's always 5 or 6 kids that just go there to see what's in the program. They don't really want the program.
Yeah.
There's things that you put in front of them. They don't know what a job is. They don't know what responsibility is. Because at the end of the day, we as parents, you give them a silver spoon, they want more. They don't have it, they take it from the kid who has it. So now you cause more problems. And the little things that you see on the phone, you think that parents are not gonna. I don't care. I'm not checking the phone. I'm not doing that. Listen, I'm not doing none of that. All I want you to understand is to live life, go to school, and do everything right. I'm not outside with you all the time. And in reality, I'm not saying I keep my kids at bay, but I try not to let my kids go out, Spud, because I don't want to get into no problems or somebody trying to jump on my kid.
I get you.
You know? And that's a bad thing to say.
Yeah, I get you.
That's a very bad thing to say.
Yeah.
You have girls. I know you sit and talk to them and let them understand, like, yo, things can happen at any given time.
Yeah, I do, and I also gotta, like, even with my daughter, like Janelle is 14 now. You know, she got a boy that she likes and she's interested in, and she wants to hang out in the park, and you know, and it's scary, but I also gotta give room for the understanding of what I'm saying to her, because we could preach all day that what we want. We could preach all day, you know, nah, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, but there's still an experience gap that they can't compute everything that we're saying. They might be like, yeah, I hear you, Dad. Yeah, I understand. And then you be like, yo, why did you do that? I just told you not to. It's because they can't compute it. So the experience is when we got to reinform the information that we relay, because when we first say it, they don't get it. It's like telling somebody, yo, I just turned the stove off. It's kind of hot. Don't touch it. Hot don't compute the same to what it is until your ass touch it. And then you be like, ooh, that's what you meant. And then we could go back and be like, this is what I was trying to say. When that is hot, don't touch it. We gotta, as parents, also reinforce the information. It's not just like glad, it's law. Everything is just law when and that's how we feel as parents. I said it because I said it. That means nothing to a kid.
At all.
Actually, you probably missed the mark with the because I said so. That's a learning moment. You know, when I tell my kids something like, yo, you can't do it, and they be like, why? And I'm like, yo, when I was 14 and someone told me not to, I thought I had, and I go into a story and I share with them, because that's one of the most pivotal learning experiences that you can have with your child at that moment, to reinforce it, because having a kid it's lifetime reinforcements. You know what I'm saying? It's something we're going to do probably all our lives, because we have an experience. We have an experience, and as they grow, we keep learning in our experiences, but we got to keep adding. And when we could find somebody, especially a youngin' that we could gravitate to, especially if they doing wrong. But I will also say this, like even my program, I don't do kids who are just in trouble. I do every kid. Because every kid has the potential to be in trouble. They're kids. You know what I'm saying? So every kid to me is at risk. The kid who got good grades to the kid on the corner. Y'all all at risk because y'all kids and y'all gonna explore. But we gotta be on them. But like I mentioned, man, we got so many outlets fueling our generation, bro. Fueling our generation. And they think this shit is cool because it's promoted, it's posted, it gets views, it gets a lot of likes, 100,000 people follow it. Yo, so and so got a gold chain and he do it. Yo, how many people watching his stream? It becomes an intention gratificator, and we competing with that, bro.
I'm gonna keep it real. Them views and likes, you ain't got no phone in jail, so you ain't liking nothing. You ain't getting no more views. So when you in a cell, I just hope you can fight. I hope you can fight and protect yourself, bro.
Even prison. Even prison is desensitizing. And I'm gonna tell you why. I get a phone call about 10:30 last night from my man up north. 10:30, so I pick up. Do you accept? Yeah, I accept. And I'm talking to him, and he like, yeah, bro, I got my tablet. And I'm telling him about music. He Googling it. He's searching. I don't know if it's Google. He's searching it, and I'm like, word. And he was like, oh, yo, I found them. I'm gonna download this song right now. Oh, I just bought it. Yo, send me a picture of the studio right now. And from my phone on the Securus app, I sent him a message and I sent him a picture. And he's showing his man on the phone, And I'm listening to the conversation of my man up north, and I love my dude. I love my dude. I was up north with him when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hearing the comfortability of how it ain't nothing. How it ain't nothing. And you know, I'm like, yo, you good? You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, I'm alright, bro. And we had a serious moment, but even the system, how everything is being designed with these devices, bro. Like, I don't think we understand how impactful. Even us, that's not in trouble. How much you damn near can't go to a store no more. You can't go to your email from another device because they sending your phone confirmation that you gotta hit. What's going on, big bookings? I see you. You gotta go to your phone for everything. Like, how subtle it's interrupt our life isn't just good. It's both spectrums, good and bad. How these devices that you can't put them down now.
You can.
I mean, you can.
You can, my G. If you do business, people that do business and do things that actually you need the phone. You can.
Yo,
these kids are just crazy glued to the phone.
No, they are. They are. We are too.
No, we are. But we're not.
We all
listen. There's things that you have to take care of personally with the phone.
Yeah.
It's not that you just bored and you just be like, you know what, let me go on my phone. And you're not crossing the street, not paying attention, looking at the phone.
No, I get you.
You know, it's a lot of things, but this is what I'm saying. The things that they have, we didn't have.
We didn't.
We never had a phone.
And this is why it's more dangerous for them.
But they need to realize the danger is going to get you burned. That's fire. That's fire. It's fire.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you guys have that we didn't have. And the more I explain it to you and the more we explain it to the dumb, it's like it goes in and goes out one. The schools don't help them no better because they'll tell you your parents are not supposed to do that. Your parents are not supposed to do this.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. You have rights. Yeah. You don't have rights.
Yeah.
And mind you, your school's your kid's teacher, they 19, 20 years old.
They're youngins.
They're youngins, so they could relate to these kids. They listen, they kids with kids.
Yeah. No, I went to PTA. It wasn't even called PTA. Yes, I'm old school, right? But I went to the teacher night, whatever.
PTA.
And my daughter,
tell them what that is.
My daughter, parent teacher association. Yeah, PTA. I went to my daughter. We walked through the halls with my daughter, and a teacher comes, and fairly young, and the teacher comes up, and my daughter was like, "Yeah, whatever," and I stopped, like, "Fuck you! What you just said?" And she was like, "No," and then the teacher's like, "No, it's okay." And I'm looking at the teacher like, "This is okay. I'm trying to help you," and I said, "Yo, I don't care if that's how y'all lingo. When you walking with me, it ain't no whatever. Okay, go ahead or go over there. You save that for when y'all got teacher time. You don't do that around me. I don't ever want to hear you react like that." And going back, the teacher was like, "No, it's okay.
Yeah.
This ain't how we do it.
School safety's 18.
What the hell?" Like, she told her the teacher, no, don't come on, go over there. And she keying. No, I had to stop both of them. Hold on. What's going on here?
But that's what I'm saying.
What's going on?
The things that you send your school, even at school, you don't want phones, but these kids end up getting the phones, and the kids end up doing things that they're not supposed to. How? If you have metal detectors, you have all the scanners, you have...
I will say this, though. When we were kids...
We snuck everything in.
We did it.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm just saying, my G.
They most definitely gonna do it.
But look at how they doing it. They doing it bluntly.
Yeah.
You could put it in your coat. I need it for whatever.
Yeah.
They let you right by.
They doing it bluntly. That is.
You know, these kids are doing it so bluntly. It's not even here no more. You go listen. You go through the phones. They got fights in the schools.
Yeah.
In the stairways, like. How you got your phone in if you ain't allowed to have a phone?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody else had the phone. 50 people in the bathroom with the phone.
With the phones, mad phones.
No school safety to be found.
School safety probably got a phone.
Yeah.
But video in the fight too.
I don't understand what they doing now. Like now, it's worse than anything. And once I put the TV on, it's disgusting, bro.
And you know, like you and I, and a lot of older generations, we have a whole different perspective because we know life without. There's a generation right now in this era that does not and cannot compute life without a mobile device, without internet, without YouTube, without like all that stuff right now. This is all they know. So when we come with the nah, y'all don't understand. No, they don't understand what it is to not have it. They looking at us like, how did you live? So we gotta understand when we delivering information to the younger generation, not to just get lost in, I don't want to say an obsolete era, but a moment that they can't understand at all, and we gotta merge it with them, or we're gonna lose them. We're gonna lose them if we just keep talking about back in my day. Well, they not back in our day. They don't even know what back in our day means, because back in them days, they talking about what 2020 to them. Like that's back in the day to them. So if we don't merge what our experience, what we know as adults and as people who travel through life longer than them, merge it into what they got, we gonna lose our generation because they can't understand what we've been through.
I just feel bad for them, bro. There's a lot of things they taking away. Like, I feel bad for these kids, bro. The ones that's not on the path to change, I feel bad for them, bro. I really do, man. And the people that are recruiting them and doing all that too, bro. Should be ashamed of yourself, bro. Ashamed of yourself going to schools to recruit little kids, bro, that don't even know what you talking about, just want to be down. Not knowing what they being down with. They just happy to be hanging out with you.
Hanging out.
Like they think they hanging out with you, not knowing that you putting them in jeopardy. You like.
And then like as far as like you said the people who's putting these kids down, shame on you. But even these platforms, between the TikToks, the YouTubes, and the Instagrams, who funnel certain information, but then they feed you other things. They'll quickly block your post or something if you say something. They'll be like, oh, that's not right, fact check, blah, blah, blah. Well, your post has been suspended. But then they'll let that the shootout go. That happened in XYZ. Or they let the dude who's wilding out smack. And the more that they even let those things out, there's two battles that we're fighting. We're fighting an actual battle with kids actually doing this stuff. And then we're also battling a presentation of the stuff happening, which creates a whole imagery of like you and me now. Like me and you could walk down the street and we ain't even about none of that. But now there's a perspective of what kind of media, what kind of portrayals being put out there that we even labeled. When I walk into a spot, they be like, hey, here go one of them dudes. Here go one of them. So that's a battle. We fighting like this dual battle that we don't even realize while we sit here and be like, yo, our kids is wilding. But we getting pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell a kid on the train a few years ago, he was in the right. He was in the right. A dude bumped him. He said, excuse me. The dude just egged him off. He pushed him, but he just took it a little far. And when I told the kid, I was like, my brother, like you wasn't wrong. How you delivered your right messed you up. And I said, yo, you represent me, man. You represent me. And that's what our generation don't get. You represent me. I represent you, and as we go further on, our actions, we already got the world giving a portrayal of who we are. Let's not make it right. Let's not make them right. Let's not add to that perspective, man. And the kid heard me. He had a good head in the show. He just highly angry. But then everybody missed the part he was right because now he turned up. So you see people on the train like, and the whole thing that he was arguing, which he was right, got lost because of how he went about it. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have went about it like that, but we as a people, we under that scrutiny. We under that scrutiny. We can't do the same things like many other counterparts in life. We can't. And people are like, oh, you can't say it's not right. We can't do some of the same things. We either got to do it a lot better. We got to be extra safe. We got to be extra witty. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. It's a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I see videos of people getting pulled over by police and not running their window down. I ain't giving you my ID. F you. They be like, oh, by law you ain't. Yeah, by law you can't. But let me try that every time a police. I'm gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have an altercation. I know it. One is gonna break my window, gonna try to rough me up, or for reflex, somebody grab you, you tug. You know what I'm saying?
Why they gonna throw you on the floor, my G? Why they gonna do it to you?
Because I'm a black man.
Okay, so you
Because
just
I am
you
a
hear
black.
that?
Because I am a black man.
You heard what you just said? You're
yes.
a black man. I'm a black man. Our kids are black. So this is what make it worse for us. We already walking around with a strike. You mouthing off to the dude who wanna just rough you up.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? These kids thinking talking to the boys is gonna help them reckless, like they won't rough you up and throw you on the floor.
Yeah.
They're already happy to do that.
Yeah.
And I there's one thing that my grandmother always used to say, like if you ain't do nothing, just don't be scared. Just don't be scared. And to avoid problems, when they ask for license, whatever, listen, I roll the window down and here you go.
I roll down all the windows.
Listen, here you go.
Everything.
Here you go. I'm not, but now these kids say, yo, you talk to the police, you snitching, I just don't understand what's going on with them now, but I don't, and I try not to because it's sad.
You know what's a big thing that's really affecting our youth and people in general? The concept and idea of celebrity. But before, when we were younger, you had to be on TV, be a basketball player or a musician, singer or something. Now you could go on YouTube, Instagram, go on the street, throw water balloons at people and turn away like you're doing fake interviews and rack up this concept of celebrity. And people are pushing it to new heights just to get the attention, just to get the look, just to get the people for that idea of celebrity. And that's one of the biggest poisons in our community is the concept of celebrity and the many outlets, negative outlets, that these kids got it, bro. These kids got it, bro. You can't open up Instagram for 1 second and not see something that you be like, yo, they bugging. They bugging. And then you look at their engagement and they 68K likes and 100,000 views and 50 million shares and blah blah blah. And then you know what they say? You know what they say when they see all that? Yeah, boy, I'm up. We gotta do another one. We gotta go out there and do another one. We gotta smack 50 people now, bro. We gotta go out there and we gotta push the limits. And this is like what's happening a lot of times with these individuals that are not even really about that life, but they love the look, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see the content of the kids pulling up to dudes like on a trap and be like, yo, run your money. Run your money. And dude run up like, what? No, it's a prank. It's a prank. Bro, that ain't a prank, bro. You juggling death. You wildin'. That ain't a prank. You know what I'm saying? That ain't a prank, but the concept of celebrity.
They want to be a streamer, right?
Yes, bro. That concept of celebrity is a poison, bro. I think that shit is killing more people than crack, electric shocks, heart disease, car crashes. Like the concept of celebrity, bro, is driving people to heights that are like, bro, you bugging. Sis, you're wigging. Like, what's going on? Because it's driven by engagement, bro. It's driven by engagement.
And you need like 60-something thousand or 50-something thousand to get like some bread or whatever.
I'm gonna let a lot of people know. Like a lot of people ain't making like crazy bread doing it. It's not a lot of people, and it's not just streams that's getting them. It's endorsements within the streams. So you get a lot of views, and then companies say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you this item or this juice or this Powerade or whatever it is. You have that, and we'll pay you this monthly." because they're looking at it as advertisement. I'm gonna get my product in front of hundreds of thousands of people, and then you're a cool guy, so people might be influenced by that. But then you get somebody on the outside like, yo, son is killing them on the stream. I'm gonna go stream and I'm gonna do this. And no, it's not just streaming. It's advertisement. You know what I'm saying? It's partnerships. It's a lot of different things. You know what I mean? Because just because you have tons, and don't get me wrong, you could get on a stream and people pay and all that, and you can make a good living and stuff like that. But to solidify the income, it's partnerships. Advertisement, you know what I'm saying? It's advertisement and stuff of that nature, and that's how people do it. But then the kids on the outside, they see streaming and they just like, I'm gonna make money streaming. I'm gonna stream. Motherfuckers be in their bedroom doing nothing, talking crazy, stirring up conflict, digging up dirt. Like that's what major media sites and trending topics be. There be a lot of negativity.
For no reason.
No reason, bro. The concept of celebrity.
I wish y'all listen. All I say is these kids better wake up, man. These kids better wake up before it ain't never too late for y'all. But it'll be late. It'll be real like bad if something bad happens, bro. These kids gotta wake up, man.
They do.
It ain't no more fun and games. Fun and games is, listen, fun and games, me, at 18, I remember you gotta go. These kids still in the crib, making noise.
Making noise.
Making noise.
Hanging out.
Chilling. Doing things they ain't supposed to.
They on their 68th TikTok of the day.
They ain't even go get a job.
Big Boy said everybody want to go viral. Everybody want to go viral, but don't want to work for it. You know what I'm saying? And even the word viral, even viral was never a good word, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, motherfuckers want to go viral, bro. It's a drug, man. It's a drug, man. It's one of the biggest drugs ever. El Camp, thank you. It's one of the biggest drugs ever, bro. Motherfucking engagement. Social media engagement is so much of a drug, it interrupts the workforce, bro. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, bro. Everywhere. You go, I'm seeing job application. It was like, yo, put your socials. Put your socials. My man just did a job, I'm his referral. They asked me for my socials. I said pass. I put NA. Not applicable. N/A. Not applicable. Like, yo, come on, man. Like, here's my letter, here's my business. You don't need to see what I'm doing. If you want to find me, go find me. But these, like, social media has the world does not realize it's running in social media interface. How we interact with people, how we wish people happy birthday. There's people that live on my block that'll see me on my birthday and then DM me. Got my number. Saw me the day of. And a DM me. Like social media, that human, that the real social aspect of life has become media. It's interesting, man. It's interesting.
If I, you know me, if I didn't...
Golden said, yo, my job watching my stories blocked. Straight up. Man, I'm here. I'm reporting. You don't need to watch what I do after. It got nothing to do with you.
Listen, man, I didn't even know how to play. Still don't know how to play on this social media and stuff like that, bro.
And then we don't read
I'm not even intrigued to this.
We don't read the terms of our social media accounts. We don't read we rarely read the terms of anything, and they purposely like load it up. Do you agree? We just scroll, check, enter. All right, I'm in my email. I'm in my TikTok, and if you read what we be allowing these people to do with our device. It's insane what we be allowing. When Instagram says, Instagram anybody, do you allow us full access to your pictures? And we be like, yeah, I'm tired of going one by one, giving, yeah, full access. We allow them in our gallery of our pictures. We allow them. So when we on vacation and we take that picture somewhere else, and then they know that we originally from New York, but now I'm in Florida taking pictures, then they start pushing advertisements, it's all data mining. Like every time and I'm not gonna sit here and say I read all my terms. I really don't. Sometimes I ain't got the time for it. They just caught me at the wrong time. I'm at the bank or something. I'm like, shit. But there's sometimes I go over and I'm like, yo. Like, you know how many times I had to tell Instagram no? I don't agree to the terms. To this day, I don't have a Threads account. To this day. I fully read the terms of Thread. I was like, man, fuck y'all.
I don't even know what that is.
It's another app from Instagram. I was like, hell no. I'll pass. I will pass. I'm not, and I could imagine their updates, because I don't know I forgot how long Threads been out. But that was one that I fully had the time that day, and I read the terms, and it was insane the access that they wanted, from your camera roll to your picture, the data where you take it, your GPS marker, all that. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I mean? You take a picture, and you try to say, yo, I'm in India. You lying in your location. Instagram like this. Come on, bro. You ain't there. You ain't there. You ain't there. But then when you out of town and you post and you be like, yo, why my engagement is so high? Because Instagram be like, oh, they out of their region. Let's scrape up some data mining from them in this new location to get as much as possible. Like, it's so much that we under, bro, that they working, bro. They working, and it's like you really can't avoid it. You just gotta know of it. If you could share it, and be witty and stay safe, man. Stay safe or stay dangerous, like whichever one you prefer, whichever one helps you to the next day, right?
You know, we was talking before we got on, and there's another story that I wanted to say, and just about the kid Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's foul.
Of course.
I think that's very foul.
Yeah.
You know, people might not agree with me or whatever, but I think that's foul, the way they did Youngin. They did Young and dirty. You know, there is two sides to the story, but
in Texas,
son don't have priors, nothing.
So in the same state, there was an individual who stabbed up a kid in his school. In school, so he had the knife in school. He stabbed him, killed him in the bathroom, and didn't get.
I think he got 10 years.
Yeah, he got 10.
I seen that.
And my thing is, if we're gonna be across the board, then I won't have because state laws is weird and they fluctuate, but it's no surprise how they did him.
35 years.
35 years, bro.
35
and then,
years.
you know, now the witness is caught lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're gonna lie.
He lied.
But they
he
scared.
got caught lying. You know what I'm saying? He got caught lying. The judge, he retired like the next day or something like that?
They all related, though.
You know what I'm saying?
They was all related.
So
they was all related.
So we know how it is, and I don't want to sound like harsh or, you know, callous, but are we really? I wasn't surprised. I was outraged. I was mad, but I wasn't surprised what they did. This is what they've been doing, and they do it, and they they remind us how often that we flip the pendulum whenever we want. Like Lady Justice, when we need her to lift her veil to take a look. All right, you saw who we need? Yeah, we got you. And then she tips the scale how she want. This has been what's been occurring for us. You know what I mean? It's not surprising to me, but it is outraging, and it fuels you like with this anger. Like, damn, so blatant, So
They
blatant.
don't care, bro.
So blatant.
They don't care. Then it like the witnesses was like even worse. I was like, damn. I wonder what they did to get them to go up there. Wonder what they did to get them to get up there to testify against the kid. First I hear he was getting bullied and it's just wild, man. It's just wild.
And this is why I say like we gotta be extra cautious. We gotta be on top. Like we can't rely on just the law. Like we gotta be witty. In programming, I go to a lot of like seminars and people come in and they be like, know your rights. If a cop comes to you and says this, you got the rights. And I always raise my hand and I'm like, how many times have they killed someone under that law that you said they can't? We got to stop saying because it's a law what they can't. No, it's what they shouldn't.
They don't even follow the law.
That's why I say you can't say what can't. They can't pull me out my house. They can't pull me out of the house with a warrant. No, these motherfuckers could kick my door in right now and pull me out.
Yeah.
Now it's on me to argue, but they can do that. All in their power, they can do that. Now, should they? No, they shouldn't. Under the law, they shouldn't. And that's where we get wrong between the shouldn'ts and the couldn'ts. Because the couldn'ts make it definite. No. Dude could come in, police could come kick my joint in right now, be dead wrong. Drag me out here. Beat me out my sneakers. Right now. Throw me in a cab and a car and be like, oh, we made a mistake. They could do that. They could do that.
I don't know, man. The racism is coming back so crazy, bro.
It ain't coming back.
No, it never left.
It never left.
It never left, but they doing very bluntly now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it left.
Yeah, it never left.
That's good.
Yeah, it never left.
It's freer. It's just now. It's like
freer. Yeah.
It's wild to think. Even on the phones, it's sometimes I get to that phone and they start showing things. I get tight. Like yo, I gotta stop looking at this, bro, because they doing it real bluntly. What? It's cool to do what you doing.
It left the living rooms. At one time, it was in the living rooms. They'll come on and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they go back inside and they be like, "This, whatever." It has left the living rooms. And now it's on the sidewalk, and it's in the corner stores, and it's in your church.
They saying it very bluntly.
It's blunt. It's blunt. It's blunt.
They doing a lot of things so bluntly that it's like it's nasty.
And now guess what? It's great content.
I understand. I understand what you're saying about the content.
Now it fuels it, and now more people like, oh, Little Jim Bob Thornton is doing it. Oh my gosh, let's do it. Let's say what F these people, we hate them, and
the words they say is like, it's so crazy. It's crazy the things they say now. I watch people in supermarkets start wilding, oh you, F you, then they go right into the word.
Right into the word.
Like
right
what?
Into the word.
Then if we did it, or if we said something crazy, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. So it's like I say, it's going back in the days once again to what they fought for, to what they're going to take from you, and now they doing it bluntly. They doing it so bluntly, like it's real nasty.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And this is why this is just me, I've always campaigned against like rappers and anybody, stop using it, bro. Stop.
They can't help themselves.
Stop using it, bro. Just stop.
They can't help themselves.
Stop using it. Just please. Just
in their vocabulary.
Just eliminate it.
They can't.
Just eliminate it.
It don't sound right if they don't use it.
Find another word, bro. Find another. I used to think I couldn't.
It don't sound right.
Since 16, bro. 16.
It don't sound right.
I stopped, bro.
It don't sound right. I catch myself sometimes because I be speaking and
it come up.
It just comes out and I'm like, damn, I just said that around the wrong people. It don't, a lot of people say, oh, that's a bad word, but when I leave, you say it. Or if I walk away, you're going to say it. Like, yo, this dude is so stupid. Yeah, but I made it so that I try not to say it, and it just slips out.
And if you and like my friends, I tell them like it's okay when you catch it, because even if you catch it and be like, let me refrain, let me rephrase that. Even if you catch it, because now it brings attention to how we allow the word to grow amongst us as a people, when how negative, how much negativity it held against us, but hate. So even if you use it and you bring knowledge to, like, hold on, my bad, let me reframe that. That's a self empowerment in itself right there. And I tell my man that, because my man, he trying to stop. I see, but he be like, damn, and I'm like, that's okay, bro. Say your damn, say your damn. Damn, I'm trying to stop using that. Yes, because even the young kids that be seeing that, like, oh wow, it brings that conversation. So ain't nothing wrong with it slipping and you correcting it, man. But we it's not a word of endearment. It's not a word of endearment. It's really not, y'all. It's not. It's not.
They getting real blunt with that word, yo. And it's cool. It's like, it's cool. They don't even care no more, bro. I be watching things like in other states. They be telling them to pull a car over, and they like, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's that serious that you could just bluntly. I see dudes jumping in women's face, screaming that shit. Like they could say it in other states. I don't think I ain't never seen nobody in New York say that. New York, they pounce you out.
Yeah.
You getting pounced out.
Yeah, I've never
I ain't seen nobody do that.
I never physically as of lately saying that, but I've been called that, and I punched somebody in the face.
But that's what I'm saying. You take it. There's a lot of people that don't take that too lightly.
I punched him in the face. You know what I'm saying? And I gave him a way out. I said, "Yeah, you can say that over there. Don't come over here. What you gonna do?" So like, oh yeah, I like the what you gonna do. I'm gonna take you up on it. Like, I'm gonna take you up on it. Then I'm the bad guy. Why you hit me? I told you, and I ain't even make it about the word. I told you don't come over here. That's what I told you. Don't come. Yeah, you said it over there. Do not come over here. And you exercised your freedom, which allowed me to do the same.
I look at whatever they say, just stay far away. Look, they restricted you.
Look,
you said the wrong word.
I said the wrong word. TikTok sent the warning. A warning to me already. I said the wrong word.
You're talking about things they don't like.
But if what we say here and be like, yo, spreading self-hate and all that, it's all good, man. It's all good. I want to send a shout out to everybody that's been on rocking with us, man. This is Dungeon Talk. I'm Spud. This is Nate, and we just bring living room conversations. You know, we just chop it up on what we feeling, what's going on in the neighborhood, and sometimes we get some stuff that the viewers go bring on, and we just chop it up. So shout out to everybody that's been adding and sharing some of their stuff and locked in with us. We most definitely appreciate that. We appreciate that most definitely. My brother, I got a question for you before we wrap up. In a perfect world, in your perfect world, where Nate would be like the sole controller of this world, if there was one thing that you could remove, look at TikTok putting us through the ringer right now, kid. TikTok is putting us through the ringer. Another notification. If there was something you could change or do in society, what would you do?
That. But I would do a lot, but me personally, the hate and the guidance, I would like really attack, but I would change, man. I would change. I just can't see. I don't like downforce, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. This world is getting it's nasty. It's a lot of nasty stuff coming out, and bluntly that I didn't go through as a child. And now that I'm a dad, and I just think that the world needs more. It needs more. We just gotta. It has to be there's one thing that Obama did say: a change. We need a big change, man, and just people gotta stand up and love each other, and just it gotta be a change, man. This world is going down, bro. It's no coming.
Change.
It look like it's no coming back.
Change is most definitely something we need, and I want to pose this to everybody that's watching, whether you're on TikTok, Instagram, or the MJMG Presents app. If there's anything that you can change in your life or add a change in someone's life, take that step to it. Like, we can sit and debate and express all our discomforts with the world. We could study politics till we know who took shits in the morning. We could do all that stuff. But all of it is just information until we take an action. And I told somebody recently that we were talking about voting, and I was like, yeah, a lot of people vote and understand politics, but won't even make a change, not in their household, or make a change in their community, or take an action in being political instead of having political awareness. So I just pose this to everybody, man. If you could find someone, or you know someone, I mean, it's as small as picking a rapper off the floor. I don't know, whatever it is you can add, man, because it's us, and when we really look at the politics of it all, they're playing us against us while we down here arguing about whose campaign or whose whatever is right. They sitting at tables like, okay, next year I'll help you and I agree with you next year, and they playing us against us. So I just want to say, yeah, everybody just take a moment to do something in life and add to life. And if for TikTok, if you keep seeing us look up TikTok, our monitors to read is up. So I just wanted to make knowledge of that. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Thank you for pulling up, my brother.
Oh, always, man. And
I know there's a lot a lot going on in life itself, but
sometimes that you say that, my G, I miss coming here because I can express my feelings, and it's really starting to it's starting to hit me now, Spud. It's starting to really, it actually bothers me a lot. It bothers me because I never thought that this would be the time that we going through once again. Just hearing my grandparents, my moms, my dad, just hearing what they used to say, and it's different, bro. It's like it's just coming back. The hatred.
Mm-hmm.
It's nasty, bro. I don't even know how to control it. Like, when I see it, it make me more angry that they actually put it out like it's funny.
Yeah.
I never seen it. Now it's just bluntly.
It's blunt. It's in your face.
It's disgusting, man.
It's in your face. Dee said something that I really, really like, and she said we need our own platforms, and we need our own platforms. Not only our own platforms, but we need an industry. And this is what separates us from a lot of people, that we feel like when we use the phrase like, oh man, we don't stick together. And the reason why that seems so prevalent is because we don't have industries. We need an industry. We need that. We need that economic, social structure that really defines, or we control, or we offer to really move the needle, because every other ethnicity basically has that industry that they could attach to or they run, and that's what creates that economical environment where it looks strong. You know what I'm saying? It looks really strong, and yeah, we have many great nations in Africa we have many great things, and I don't want us to act like we don't have many great things. But here, like here, we need an infrastructure,
We need it bad.
and I hope, I hope, I hope I'm alive
To see it.
to see that. It's gonna happen. I just hope I'm alive.
I think we'll be.
I'm alive
It'll
to see
happen. It'll happen. I'm alive to see the Knicks win, so I ain't think that will ever happen.
Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the
You
New
know.
York Knicks. My wife said she never seen me jump as high as in my life. She said pray because one thing we did back in the days, it said prayer works. I like that. I like that. I like that. Prayer works. And however you decide to pray, you just gotta put your powers and your hopes into the universe. All that can help, right? Everything that can help. I'm Spell Brooklyn.
I'm Nate.
This is another Dungeon Talk. Shout out to everybody that was on again. Much love to y'all. And like always, man, if you ever feel during the conversations that we on, you got a topic or something, please put it in. We like chopping it up with the people and all that. But again, if you in New York, please be safe. It's been hot one out here, so make sure you hydrate, keep cool. And like I said earlier, if y'all could share something with someone and make a change, do that. Y'all have a good one. Be safe. TikTok was running us through the ringer, bro.
They ain't like us today,
They
bro.
was running us through the ringer.
They ain't